Right, you lot, let's talk Villa, and two things are true as I record this video. One, I've had a very long day and I am wearing my SpongeBob SquarePants pyjama top. And two, Aston Villa have revolutionised the left side of our defence by signing MAATSEN from Chelsea for a reported £37.5 million, with allegedly a player going the other way. It's all been confirmed effectively by Fabrizio Romano on Twitter, and that man simply doesn't miss. He is the Michael Jordan of football transfers. So we're going to be looking at MAATSEN, seeing where he fits into our squad, looking at where the movement could be to accommodate him into our squad. I've got his scouting report. We're going to look at his breakout season for Burnley, as well as last year where he reached the Champions League final with Borussia Dortmund. If you are enjoying the Aston Villa transfer content, leave a like, subscribe for more. As always, up the Villa. Let's talk MAATSEN. So a little bit of an overall about MAATSEN. He is 22 years of age, primarily plays, like I said, as a left back. Current market value of around £41 million. He's with the Netherlands for Euro 2024. He is a smaller player. Villa look to be adding a lot of physicality to their team with a lot of the other players that we have been linked to. So interesting that we've gone for a very attacking left back option who is a little bit smaller. If we go down to his stats, this was for Chelsea this season before he went out on loan, managed 12 games, only starting one, getting around 200 minutes. You can see there his career on the right hand side. He's been at Chelsea for a long time. He had a loan with Coventry, I believe one previous loan with Charlton, yeah, there we go, and then he had his breakout season that they're going to be looking at with Burnley under Vincent Kompany when they got promoted, and then this season for Borussia Dortmund he really started to flourish. If we look, that's his stats for Chelsea this season. There's not going to be that much to scream home about in terms of his stats in the Premier League. So let's switch over and look at the Bundesliga for Bayern Munich this season. I believe he managed about 16 games, 2 goals and 2 assists, but again I think his per 90 stats are where we really need to be looking, and it shows you kind of the player that he is. His actual goals per 90 for a left back was very good. I think that's going to be top 80th percentile, yeah, as we can see there. His successful passes, nearly 60 successful passes per 90. That's going to play into Emery's style and then some. Pass accuracy of 90%, about 3.5 accurate long balls on an accuracy of 67%. You can see where we are going with this signing. His crossing leaves something to be desired, but then again, I don't know exactly how Borussia Dortmund play and whether that is their style. Touches nearly 90 per 90, a touch a minute, and tackling wise, winning 73% there as well of his tackles. If you go to his total stats as well this season, you can see that those bits and bobs are all very good. And to be fair, a cross accuracy of 27% is not terrible. But when did he break through? Actually, we can show you as well in the Champions League this season. He did in fact get a goal and was a very good player for Dortmund as they reached the final. There you can see on the ball a lot of green stats, and defensively as well, 12 interceptions, putting him near the top for them. But if we go back in time ever so slightly to the Championship in 2023 when he did play for Burnley. Obviously Burnley won the Championship, I believe, to get promoted, and you can see here he got 4 goals and 6 assists from that left back spot. His stats were all in the green. Attacking wise, again, you can see their successful passes. He dictates games from the left hand side of the field. 83% pass accuracy as well, puts him right near the top. 27% cross accuracy there for Burnley as well, so at least he's consistent, and a 40% long ball as well. Defensively, you can see the boy isn't a slouch, and again just touches the amount of the ball that he demands for a 22-year-old, and the amount of game he can impact. 4 goals, 6 assists from left back should be getting you a little bit excited about this chap. 52 tackles won on a 67% ratio as well. Aerial duels won. The fact that he even won any when he might be the same height as like the fella from what is it called, like the Goblin? No, I don't know. What's it called? The Hobbit. There you go. I don't know how he's even winning 21 aerial duels, but again, interceptions, blocks, recoveries, and possession won in the final third. He is up there for absolutely all of them, and there's a lot of good reasons to be excited. Now I've pulled this up here, and this is from Total Football Analysis, and this is all about MAATSEN at Dortmund this season. As you can see there, they've said it's a dynamic awakening that he has managed to do. And we look at his heat map here. Again, they play a 4-3-3 or a 4-2-3-1. 4-2-3-1, a formation that we've seen Emery back out a few times. And as you can see from his heat map, he is very, very comfortable on the ball in that defensive third, and he can also push forward, and he does pick up the ball slightly in those central areas as well. They're highlighting him here. Again, I'm not going to read, I've read through the whole article. It's pretty much just talking about how intelligent he is, to be fair. But you can see there when he gets on the ball, he wants to cut inside of that final man as well, and attacks channels very, very well. There's a cross that he's put in there into a good area as well. We scroll down, and this is what I want to highlight in possession as well. Dortmund kind of go into a back three, and as you can see there, it even says it below the photo, it allows MAATSEN to kind of float into that midfield area and create a double pivot at the base of the three at the back. Now, the whole rumour was that we're going to splash cash on a fullback this summer. We've just spent 40 million on MAATSEN, which means that we're probably not going to be splashing much cash on a right back. It makes me think that possibly Emery wants to play Konsa in that right back role so that he can rotate into the back three that you're seeing on the screen, and MAATSEN is going to allow us to play a double pivot, allowing whoever Luiz's replacement ends up being, obviously that whole transfer saga is ongoing, to push further forward and almost act as an extra body in attack, whilst Kamara, when he returns from injury, drops in and creates the double pivot with MAATSEN in possession. And then once we've worked the ball out, MAATSEN's attacking prowess down the left-hand side will be allowing him to support the likes of Morgan Rogers. I could even see McGinn flourishing in that type of role where he's in midfield, but then when MAATSEN rotates in to be the pivot, McGinn is free to go forward and play more of a number 10. And this is just more examples. There's their back three. There's Sancho showing for the ball, and MAATSEN in that double pivot role. And then again, when they're forward and they've broken out of the press of the other team, MAATSEN allows himself to go out wide and influence the game from the left hand side. Again, there you can see out on the left and in the middle, operates comfortably in both positions. And I am very, very, very excited. Again, I won't bore you with the whole article. It's pretty much just waxing lyrical about how good he is. But all you need to know is that Ian MAATSEN could revolutionise the way that Villa's midfield works. It could revolutionise us down the left-hand side. It will allow Morgan Rogers to become even more of a threat. But what about our current left-backs? Let's talk Digne and Moreno. So yeah, what does this signing mean? Well, allegedly Chelsea have agreed that it might be part of a separate deal or it might be part of this deal, but they are going to sign a player from us. The rumour is it's either going to be John Duran or an academy product, not a big name player. I saw a lot of them getting excited about Emi Martinez or Ollie Watkins. Pipe down and enjoy your Conference League. Those boys will be playing in the Champions League with us. Thank you very much. I could see John Duran being part of that deal, an academy product. You think of the likes of Jacob Ramsey. Again, is he going to get in the team over Morgan Rogers? It means they'd probably be paying us more than we're paying them. And a lot of these transfers that Villa seem to be doing this season just stink of a bit of FFP foolery. We're jigging the numbers and we're making it work for us. And then hopefully come July, we're going to be able to spend big money, because that's when it all resets for the new season. So we're being very, very smart and getting a lot of business done early. And I do anticipate probably both of our current left backs maybe to leave. Let's not forget that Samuel ILING-JUNIor, he's already back in England training to get fit for pre-season. It's almost been confirmed, that deal now. It's just, it's not going to be Weston McKennie anymore, but we're going to get ILING-JUNIor, who is a left back, and we're getting MAATSEN, who is a left back. We have Lino Souza coming back from loan at Plymouth Argyle. He's a left back. Two facts that I can tell you. Moreno, Moreno allegedly wants to return to Spain. The fact is, Luca Digne is on an outrageous wage. He's one of the highest paid players at Aston Villa, and there's interest from the Saudi League in him. So I think that Emery could have literally just overhauled our left-hand side. I think it could mean that those two leave, and the three aforementioned left-backs are going to be our choices for next season. MAATSEN, obviously, being our number one choice and acting as a double pivot as Konsa retains his right back role. Who our other centre back's going to be is yet to be seen. And then you have the understudy in Lino Souza laying in wait for his opportunity. And then ILING-JUNIOR, probably a bit more of an attacking option, obviously plays on the wing quite often and played left mid quite a lot for Juventus this season, being MAATSEN's immediate understudy. And the thing that fits into Villa's ethos at the moment, MAATSEN 22, ILING-JUNIOR 21, Lino Sousa's 19 or 20, an average age of 21 for three very, very good left backs, and one that is probably going to transform the way that Villa are in possession, is nothing short of great, great work. I'm very happy with this deal. I've seen a lot of people retweeting their old articles, like actual proper football analysts. I'm just a fan, let's not forget, retweeting old articles they've done on MAATSEN and how good he is, and the fact that he's been transformative for Dortmund this season. So I'm very, very excited to see what he brings to the table. But as always, if you're liking the content, leave a like, subscribe. I want to hear your thoughts down below on Ian MAATSEN. Welcome to Villa, son. I'm excited to see you in the claret and blue.